I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My family's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who be caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? Good mornings, good mornings, good mornings. Welcome to the premier Knicks in the Morning Time show. I'm your man, the number one chief rocker in Knicks universe, Uncle Freezie. Want to say welcome to a new audience. Welcome to all of our people watching on YouTube, but also welcome to our people watching on Instagram Live. Salute to y'all watching us on Instagram Live. This is new for us. So while this is new for us, I'm sure this is new for you. But relax, subscribe, hit that heart on Instagram, hit that like button on YouTube. Welcome. Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly, right? All right. So let's get started with some real talk. How about we start this morning off right? Kerry Cox is in the building. What's good? The son of the legend is in the building. And again, I'm sorry about the delay. I'm trying to figure out how to handle this thing on IG. So my apologies. So I'm running a little bit late, but we gonna rock anyway. I'm trying to see it on IG, but I don't see it on IG. All right, let me see if I can see it with my phone. Okay, let me see if I can. I'm looking for Blorange Tears. I'm looking for the live on my phone. I don't see it. I usually handle IG on my phone, everybody. So, could somebody give me a heads up? Can y'all see us on IG? Can y'all see us on IG? If you're on IG, let me know. And if you're on IG, man, let us know if we coming through loud and clear on Instagram. I'm trying to see if we coming through loud and clear. Let me see. I want to go to the Blorange Tears page. I don't see anything though. I don't see anything on. Okay. Building Block says, I see that Freezie left Beard Gang. Yeah, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, man. I'm coming back though. I'm coming back. I'm on my way back. I shaved like 2 days ago, or 3 or 4 days ago, whatever it was. So, but I'm on my way back. The stubbles is coming in already. King Ribby is in the building. King Ribby is in the building, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all. So I don't see the thing on Instagram. What's going on with IG? I'm not for sure. I can't find it. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe. This is all new to me, so I'm trying to figure it out. I spent about an hour and a half trying to figure it out, and then I do it and nothing happens. So maybe I did something wrong. I don't even see the live button on IG, so maybe I'll search for Blorange Tears. I don't see nothing. I don't see it. I don't see it. Somebody sent me a text. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll try it again. Let me I'm gonna see if I can re-add it, everybody. Clip, add a title for the 99th time Knicks morning drive. The audience is public. Next. Copy the stream key. Go here. Edit. Okay, well, let me edit the stream key. Okay. So clearly I'm live somewhere. I just can't see it. So I'm live somewhere. I just can't see it. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, so I'm trying to do yeah, I don't see it. So I'm just gonna move on, man. I'm gonna move on. So I'm just gonna move on. But what I will do though is put a rock in y'all shoe early, right? I'm just gonna put a rock in everybody's shoe early this morning. So first of all, salute to everybody that's in their truck riding down the road. If you're in your cubicle, if you're just walking around your kitchen, right? If you're just walking around your kitchen, salute to all my salespeople out there on the road doing a thing. Salute to all my salespeople out there on the road doing their thing. But I'm just gonna put a rock in y'all shoe early this morning. I am gonna put a fly in the ointment. Right? Josh Hart needs to be a starter. We need to sit Dante, sit Grimes, and play Brunson and RJ in the backcourt. Start Hart and Randall and Hartenstein until further notice. Got to. Got to. And the reason why we have to do this is because we have to do something to combat size. And I know what the conventional thinking is. The conventional thinking is, well, Dante DiVincenzo, Quentin Grimes, and Josh Hart are all about the same size. Right? What I'm talking about is putting RJ Barrett at the 2. What I'm talking about is RJ Barrett at shooting guard and giving him about 15 to 20 games to play his way into shape. And just go with it. King Ribby in the building. Building Block says, that is a big rock in my shoe. Our bench weakens, though. No, it does not. As a matter of fact, I think it makes your bench better. I think a bench triumvirate of Quickly, Grimes, and DiVincenzo opens up the floor. Craig is in the building. Karen Fung is in the building. King Ribby says, I love Josh Hart. I love that idea. I didn't know King Ribby was that much big of a fan of Josh Hart, though. Jake is in the building. Man, listen. It's simple, right? It's simple. If you're a Knicks fan at this very moment, you can't have questions. Well, I guess you can, but reasonable minds would say it's not wise to have questions and not have some type of solution-oriented thought process at the same time. Because you guys tell me all the time that the Knicks are too small. And while Josh Hart at the 3 is not ideal, RJ Barrett at the 2 is ideal. Because in reality, nobody on this roster is going to grow overnight. So you have to play the cards you're dealt. Dope Soul is in the building. You have to play the cards you're dealt. As Knicks fans, it's not wise for us to exist at the imagination station. It's not wise for us to have a theme song for our Knicks existence to be Dream On Dreamer, Your Life is in the Way. It's not wise to exist at the imagination station. Now, what we could do What we could do is play the cards we are dealt. Makes sense, right? Why not? And instead of being small everywhere, just be small in a couple of places. Dope Soul Sports and Knicks Talk says, you doing a watch along tonight? I think that's the plan. That's the plan. That's the plan. I don't want to commit too early, but I think that's the plan. By starting Josh Hart, what we in theory do is replace a 6'4" guard that is a combo guard-ish in a sense. That's more two than one. That's more of a two than a three, with a two that is a three that thinks he's a four. So while they're the same size, Josh Hart plays bigger. Or tries to. Or thinks he can. So while Dante DiVincenzo, Quentin Grimes, Josh Hart are all the same size, thereabout, in theory, right? Because we like to think Quentin Grimes and RJ Barrett are about the same size, right? 6'5", 6'6", whatever. 6'5", 6'6", whatever. RJ plays way bigger than Grimes does. Right? And while we want to think Grimes and Hart are the same size, 6'4", 6'5", Josh Hart plays bigger than Quentin Grimes. Now, what does that provide the Knicks? It actually adds size to the backcourt. Now, on those cross matches, when you're getting Brunson and Grimes and Emmanuel quickly pinned under the rim by Jaylen Brown, you're actually getting RJ Barrett pinned under the rim with Jaylen Brown. And we like that matchup. IKBM Dre is in the building. IKBM Dre says Josh Hart and RJ lineups haven't been a net positive. Maybe Mitch not playing may change the dynamic. It would be dependent on Tibbs starting. I Hart, Sims, ain't it? Wow. Yeah. Of course. That's
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out The ones who heard my cries and
Man, so what's good, man? Good mornings.
Morning. It's not really all that great of a day when you consider how badly the Knicks got walloped on Saturday. I mean, put the back-to-back thing aside, but when you consider that Thibodeau once again chose to play shorthanded instead of expanding his bench, when even if the rest of the bench was just cannon fodder at that point, it continues to piss me off that we're stuck with this guy for another 5 years as the coach.
All right, hold it right there.
Why'd you on the beat?
Yo,
Yo,
King Ribby in the building.
good Uncle Freezie. It's good Mets.
You
See you to
ready?
the chat panel. How
Yeah,
you fellas
man.
doing?
I'm talking about Josh Hart being a starter along with R.J. Barrett,
Yeah, I heard.
Hartenstein, Randall, and Brunson.
It wouldn't work
See,
out. We've
Yeah, it
seen
would. Yeah, it would. It absolutely work. And the reason why it would, first of all, we have to consider giving it a chance, right?
Exactly.
Didn't we do that
Because
last year?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
Didn't we do that last year?
With Josh Hart,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and Josh Hart shot 51% from three. Yeah, I remember in chat. Y'all don't remember that when Josh Hart started getting minutes with the starting unit. Josh Hart shot 51% from three last year when he first got here, and when RJ and Grimes and those guys started missing games, Josh Hart started getting starters minutes, and that man shot 51% from three. Did we forget that was actually this year? That was from the end of February through the beginning of April.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We do that. That means we have to make the switch to two guard again. This time swapping out DiVincenzo. And while Dante hasn't been bad, he's been a step up from Grimes at least in the starting two slot.
So what? Sometimes change is good, right?
Yes.
At times change can be good, right? But what I'm saying, I'm not saying Josh Hart in the backcourt. What I'm saying is RJ Barrett in the backcourt at the starting two guard, and then that way we can start Hartenstein at the 5 and Josh Hart at the 3, and let Josh Hart do all the 3 stuff that he wants to do. He could be Josh Barkley at the 3 for us. Right? Right? That's his nickname, bro. That's that man nickname, right?
Yeah.
Josh Barkley. That's his nickname. So he could do all the Josh Barkley stuff at the 3, right? And then think about this. If Josh Hart plays 20 minutes and doesn't get a shot, we won't even complain. Would you complain?
Hell no.
If Josh Hart is just at the 3 grabbing rebounds and sprinting the floor in transition?
I probably wouldn't, but here's the thing. Will Thibodeau even bother to put him at the starting 3 slot and move RJ to the backcourt? No. The thing
you don't know until you try it.
I've watched enough Knicks games with Thibodeau with the clipboard in hand. This guy is a stubborn jackass who will not change his way. Or when he does, it's forced.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I'm saying what I'm saying to Knicks fans is, why not give it a chance? Because the alternative is watching us get mollywopped by teams like the Clippers. Did y'all enjoy that? Did y'all enjoy Saturday night?
No.
King Ribby. That's King Ribby. The alternative is what we saw Saturday night, right?
I don't want to see that. I don't want to. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to see that again either. I don't want to see that again either, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh my
We got
God.
to put up with this for about 7 to 9 more weeks until Mitch gets back.
Right.
You said
Right.
7 to 9 more weeks.
Yeah, till Mitchell Robinson get back. Yeah.
God,
Mitch
darn.
Mitch won't be back until the beginning of February. Well, after the All-Star break.
And then they're gonna do conditioning and stuff like that. Damn, man.
At this point, these lineup configurations and re-signing Taj to a 1-year short-term contract are just a way to limit damage control.
Right. And you know what? And here's my thing to kind of co-sign what Metz is saying also. I'm starting Hartenstein and I'm taking Jericho Sims out of the rotation. Taj Gibson is my new backup big man.
Because Sims
Jericho-
is a starter.
Yeah, Jericho Sims is not an NBA center. He's not. He's not. No matter how we try to change the perspective on him, he's not an NBA center. He's not.
Can we also stop wearing white on road games?
Maybe.
I mean, it's just getting really frustrating for me with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Soon they're going to turn the NBA into the new NHL, where the old home jerseys become the roadies, and the roadies become the homies.
Right. I'm gonna say this about the Josh Hart thing though. The Josh Hart thing is I'm gonna say it in a sense that makes sense in my mind, right? And it may not make sense to others, but in my mind, he's here to stay, so you may as well use him.
Yeah, I know
Right.
he is.
He's here. He's here for 4 more years after this one, and he's gonna be making about $20 million after this one. Right. So since he's here, you may as well use him the best we can.
And not to be funny, but how old is Tibbs?
66.
I think he got another contract.
Yeah.
Like it's sad to say, but I can see it.
Right. Yo, Stafford Down is in the building. Yeah.
The only way.
So the Knicks, you hadn't heard rumors. You hadn't heard the front office say. You hadn't heard anything along the lines of the Knicks going out and adding a 6'8", 6'9" wing player to go with what we already have. So instead of existing in a PBS morning cartoon, we should exist in reality. Nothing wrong with PBS. I like PBS.
I used to watch it when I was younger.
Right, but right now, as a Knicks fan, we can't exist in Imagination Station or a 2002 episode of Caillou. We can't exist in that place.
You realize, thankfully, the Imagination Station is a plot device from an audio drama, right?
Yes. Yep. And that's the reason why I use it. That's the reason why I use it, and also alliteration. It just sounds smooth coming off the tongue. Right? You know what I'm saying? So my thing is as a Knicks fan, you know, do you live in the land of make believe, right? Or are you a realist? Do you understand that Josh Hart is not going anywhere? He's bad boy for life. He ain't going nowhere. He's bad boy for life, right? Or we can make believe that Josh Hart doesn't exist and then try to dodge the Josh Hart topic all the time. Why do that when we could legit just play the cards that we're dealt? Right?
It's pretty much the same reason Carolina doesn't want to play the hand they were dealt when Tepper signed as the owner in 2018. You want to know how low tickets were going for yesterday in that game against Atlanta?
I saw
45 cents.
45 cents. Yeah.
For real?
Yep. Yep.
God damn.
Yeah,
and nobody really showed up for that game.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They doing bad or something like that?
For a number of reasons.
Oh,
they suck, right? But at the same time, it was super windy and rainy yesterday also.
oh, okay.
So yeah, so it's like do you go?
The fact they throw in a rookie quarterback who doesn't look like he's ready for the big leagues to the Wolves right out of the box. Tepper being an idiot, giving away their draft pick next year to Chicago just to get said quarterback, as well as their best wide receiver.
Right. Yeah. So
essentially they're tanking for nothing.
Yeah. So it's a few things, right? But if you're the Knicks and you have this lineup needs to be shuffled, why shuffle or why not shuffle the deck when you know the deck needs to be shuffled? We lost to a Clippers team. The other night that looked like we should have probably beat them by 13 or at least 10 if our heads were on straight.
I mean, I don't know what to say, to be honest. It's like sometimes you could blame the players, and then sometimes you could blame the coach, and then it's like I don't know.
Or you can search for answers. Right?
Yeah.
Sherwin says Hart and Dante are not going anywhere. No, they're not. They are not going anywhere. So why not try to figure out what best personnel groupings are best? Right?
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, if we just had like a 6'7", 6'6", 6'7" guy, 6'8", small forward, power forward, that would alleviate so much things and so much drama that us Knicks fans have or rant about with his front office.
Right. But do we have that guy on the roster?
No.
Right. Right. So what should we do? Put the roster. So what should we do? Make a list of Santa Claus?
I mean, to be honest, even though I didn't want to give up my man though, but I would have, to be honest. But if it would have, but he doing good right now. But I already know he don't one of them players that do good and then just fall low. But PG, I think, would have been good on this team. Not even gonna lie.
Hey man, you know what? He's not here.
Yeah.
He's not here. So do we exist on a early morning PBS cartoon, or do we just deal with the cards that we've been dealt?
We're gonna deal with the cards we've been dealt, and I guess we're gonna strive and go to the. I already know we're gonna make it to the playoffs. That's for a fact.
Right.
So that's out of my mind. It's just how far are we gonna get, like first round, second round? I don't know if we gonna. I don't know. The playoffs is in my mind for sure. We're gonna go to the playoffs.
Right. Yep. Right. But you don't know how good this team can be if you don't try it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, to me, it's one of those things where it makes sense to at least try and see what you have until the front office does something.
You good?
Yeah.
Oh nah, your thing just like froze out for some
Oh.
reason.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The internet is undefeated, bro.
Nah,
You know how
yeah.
that is. You know how that is.
It's raining out here too.
Yeah. 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 So yeah, we don't know. Why not? What do Knicks fans have against RJ Barrett playing shooting guard? Right? What do Knicks fans have against RJ Barrett being an offensive playmaker? Yeah, Knicks fans would rather see Dante DiVincenzo be an offensive playmaker or Jalen Brunson doing all the playmaking by himself. Why not give RJ a shot? Why not? Makes sense, right? He's got the potential
Mm,
to do it. He's got talent.
But I don't see like I mean I could see it, but then I can't see it because you gotta think about who is our coach.
Is he going anywhere?
Our coach is a guy who would rather throw his
So
heart out.
like I don't think he like I don't know. Yo,
Our coach is a guy who doesn't have empathy for his own players and doesn't utilize all the pieces he has on hand.
yeah, like this is funny. He a good. I ain't no front. He a great coach, but he just I don't know. I don't know what he be thinking sometimes.
It's the tunnel vision.
So what's the alternative? Just stay on the same course.
I guess so because I don't see us. First of all, trade deadline. I don't see us at all picking up nobody. I don't see that.
Yeah,
I mean,
see us more as sellers at the line, not buyers.
and if so, that's probably for Fournier, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
since this is the
yeah,
last
so-
year of that albatross contract,
Right.
so if
Hey.
I would say probably after this year, we probably get a not a star, but probably like a solid player, like a good player with like the fans gonna accept, and then cope with for I guess a year, stuff like that.
as far as I'm concerned, if we have to sell Fournier's contract at the deadline, we just get him for we get rid of him for second round draft capital and a utility piece. He's
Yeah.
from off the bench. Even if that piece off the bench is something someone Tibbs is hardly ever, if never, going to use.
Yeah, I was gonna say send him to the Spurs
Yeah, they got plenty of
for Dougie.
Okay.
Dougie McDermott.
Yeah,
Why bring him back?
he's not gonna start. He's not gonna play nothing, and he got 1 year left.
But so does Fournier. So what's the point of
No,
trading a guy
no.
with 1 year left that's not going to play for a guy with 1 year left that's not going to play?
Well, as far as all right, I'm talking about so basically what you're saying is we just get rid of Fournier and for no picks, no nothing, just let him out the door.
No, I said get rid of him for a second round draft pick.
So that's why I said, who's gonna give us that second round draft pick? Like we gotta search around the league. And the only team I see probably doing that is probably like a bottom team like the Spurs or something like that. Like I don't see like no hierarchy team
Better idea. Ship him out to Detroit.
or a team like that. Like I don't see no hierarchy team giving us Fournier. Like I don't see that.
Right.
And then I see the Spurs because French connection.
Didn't
Okay.
Tony Parker hang it up?
Yeah, he's talking about Wembyana.
Wembyana.
Oh.
Wemby.
Yeah. I don't see that one either, man.
I know.
I mean, I don't. If it happens, I won't be surprised
Exactly.
because you can't because anything can happen in the NBA, right? But what I don't though think is that a trade for Doug McDermott or a trade for Bogdanovich helps the Knicks because you already have Evan Fournier in that capacity.
Yeah, you're right.
So why would you trade? What's the point in trading? One guy that is a shooter only, veteran type, older player on an expiring deal for another one.
There's no point, which is why I'm saying just get rid of him for draft capital.
But the league, every league no team is like retarded. So I guess they see what the Knicks is. Again, I'm saying, and like I don't see a team doing that for Fournier.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
Right. Right. And to be honest with you, Fournier is not the issue. The issue is the lineup is very small.
Yeah.
Right.
You've been saying that now for what, 4 years? I mean,
midgets.
when it was Fizdale and Hornacek, Fizdale and Jackson running the shit, and pardon my mouth, but you gotta admit it was. The team was too big.
Right.
Now it's too
We've
small.
gone from too top heavy to too undersized.
So what's any of this stuff have to do with the Knicks starting lineup?
Well, you said that the big problem we have in this current timeline is the team is too small. We need to size up. The problem is
balance.
Right.
Right. We need to get bigger guys. The problem is
Right.
our front office and our coach are too stubborn to even use legit big men. Use legit big men.
Right.
And after the trappings it felt when Jackson was executive of basketball ops for the team, where we got too big.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm thinking RJ at the 2 and Josh Hart at the 3 and starting Hartenstein. Now, Fournier would not be a part of the conversation at all going forward. Because even though he's taller than Grimes and he's taller than DiVincenzo and he's taller than Josh Hart, he doesn't play as a big person.
Yeah,
he's a finesse shot making scorer off the wing, but he's not he's not going to impose any size.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just not going to impose any size.
Question is, where do we find someone who's like 6'7", 6'8", who can do that will impose his size?
It's girthy.
Yeah, I'm not for sure. I'm going to leave that to the front office, but in terms of what we do on a nightly basis, exploration of lineup flexibility in my mind should be at the foremost of our thinking.
Stop it, Dylan. I have every right to be angry about this.
Yeah. And so it's one of those things, man, where I can legit tell King Ribby, you know what? Let's just keep doing what we've been doing and see if we get a different result.
But that's a definition of insanity, is it not?
That's what it sounds like a lot of Knicks fans may want to do. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing the same thing and hoping for a different outcome.
The Knicks fans are effing insane.
Or you can try something different with the guys that you have, right? Because ultimately, if you lose to good teams, guess what? You've been losing to good teams anyway.
That's a fact.
Right? But if you find something and you start to win, then it may be a short-term fix, right? Or it may be a long-term solution, but either way it goes, you found something. Right? It's like when you reach into your jacket pocket and you find a $20 bill. Like, oh snap, I just found some money in my pocket.
Hell yeah.
I ain't even know it was in there. You know what I'm saying? And now $20 is not going to change the world, but it's always like a nice little surprise. You know? I mean, you're not gonna go out and buy a condo with it, but you may be able to buy a snack with it. So yeah, it's one of those things where depending on how you feel about it, man, one way or the other, try it. If it works, you found something. If it doesn't work, you hadn't lost anything, right? But ultimately, where we are right now with the roster, we're going to be stuck with this roster until the front office does something. And if we know that we're stuck in this place, why not try something different? Right? Well, just why not try something different? Because Josh Hart is here, bro. Josh Hart is Anakin, bro. He is here. He's a part of the story, bro. Whether you see him as the villain or the hero, he's here. Right? Regardless of how you feel about Luke after you've seen the series of movies, and how you feel about Anakin after you've seen all the series of movies and read all the books and read all the graphic novels, right? Depending on so he's here to stay. Right? He's a part of the story. And for us to say, well, so what? He's here for 4.5 more years. So what? Let's just pretend like he's not a part of the fabric. To me, that's existing in a place that's not based in reality.
No, to be honest, I think he is a part of the fabric. He get like, if I'm not mistaken, like 30, I think like 28, 30 minutes. That's
yep.
He get more minutes than Quickly.
Yep.
So he more than it too with the fabric. Like I don't know if he and like I don't even know why that press came out with him talking about minutes and stuff. Like what? Like as soon as you came off the plane, you like bro. Like I don't get that. Like some players be too entitled for some reason. Like whoa, like you just got here, bro. Like chill out. But I don't know.
Right. Right.
So, but if that's the case, then the backup unit is going to be Quickly, Didi, Grimes, and Hartenstein.
I would rather have Taj as part of the backup unit.
No, but that's going to be the backup. It's going to be.
You mean when Mitch gets back?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't. And then RJ as the. I mean, it could. I don't know. It could work, but I don't know. Gotta see. My problem is Tibbs going to do that? But we got we got to see.
I knew he probably won't.
Well, I mean, we don't know for sure.
Exactly.
Because the one thing we do know is Tom Thibodeau wants to win every night. Like he is legit not going to try stuff if it is not directly linked to winning. If if you can't convince him that it's going to win right away, he don't want to try it. Right? It's just what it is. Yeah. It's just what it is. I think you got to at least try Josh Hart at the 3, especially tonight against the Lakers. Right? We legit gonna have Dante DiVincenzo and RJ Barrett guarding LeBron.
So if Josh Hart was to start tonight, who you gonna have Josh Hart guarding? LeBron?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No. I'm gonna have Randall guarding LeBron.
okay.
Right? But the only reason is because I don't want Randall getting in foul trouble guarding LeBron James. Right? But if we start DiVincenzo, is DiVincenzo going to guard LeBron?
Hell no.
Right. That's my point. That's the point that I'm getting at. Like, if we're starting Brunson, DiVincenzo, Barrett, Randall, and Jericho Sims, Randall is gonna have to guard LeBron because he can't guard Anthony Davis because you don't want Jericho Sims guarding LeBron. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
And then you also don't want to have, man, listen, it's gonna be crazy.
And I already know they just do this for because I already know for the starting line for the Lakers, they're gonna have everybody like that was
6'5". Everybody's 6'5".
like, oh my god, man.
Yeah.
We the Knicks though.
Yeah.
If we could beat the Suns, I feel we could beat anybody.
I still wonder to myself if this team suffers from a Sisyphus complex.
I'm not sure.
You know what I mean by a Sisyphus complex, right?
Now explain it. Explain it.
Basically, in the tale of Sisyphus, Sisyphus was a guy who was basically condemned to the depths of Hades, and every day he'd be forced to push a boulder up a hill. But every time he got to the top, at the end of the day, the boulder would be forced to roll back down the hill, and he'd have to start again.
Every day. Every day. Yep.
That's what I feel like with this team. It's Sisyphus on steroids.
Right. 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 Yeah.
And this time, there's no way we can trick Hades.
Right. And hey, Sherwin says the Lakers are too big for the Knicks. Right? And so let me say I'll say this to the point about the Phoenix Suns, right? Remember how we beat the Phoenix Suns.
Be right back. Gotta grab something off the front porch.
Right. Yeah, remember how we beat the Phoenix Suns. It took Randall scoring 20 something, RJ scoring 20 something, Jalen Brunson scoring 50 and hitting 9 3-pointers. It took all of that to beat the Phoenix Suns. And we think we can just do that every night. I don't think so, man. I don't think we can do that. I don't think we can depend on Jalen Brunson scoring 50 points a night and hitting 9 threes every night in order to beat good teams. Right? What do you think about that, King Ribbon? You think that's what we can depend on?
No, I don't.
9 3-pointers, 50 points from Jalen Brunson.
I mean, I think he could do that again. No, not the non. But
no, I'm
50
talking about
piece.
every. I'm talking about every night.
Oh no. He can't do no 50 points every night.
Right. And 9 3-pointers every night. I think as Knicks fans, I think sometimes we get caught up, we get raptured up in these moments, and we feel like these moments will last forever. We listen to too much Drake.
I don't listen to no Drake.
Yeah, we listen to too much Drake and Nicki Minaj. We think we can have this moment for life. No, we can't have this moment for life. 50 points, 9 3-pointers, you can't get that every game. You Knicks fans, y'all really think we could get that 57 more times? That's crazy.
That's how many games is left?
Yeah, about 57. Yeah.
Damn, you be on yo, damn man.
I mean, think about that. Jalen Brunson, the roster, we beat the Phoenix Suns because Jalen Brunson had a career night, right? And we think Jalen Brunson can have a career night for 57 more nights. And then think about the snowball effect. Say that does happen, right? Let's punch our ticket for the imagination station, right? Right? Destination Dreamland, right? Say that does happen. Jalen Brunson has a outstanding career year where he has these big moments for the next 57 games. You know what's going to happen as that roller coaster keeps climbing? Knicks fans are going to they're going to expect more and more.
Yeah.
Right? Eventually, like the boulder, it's going to roll all the way back down.
Yep. Rivera, Mr. Rivera is in the building. Salute to Mr. Rivera. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's one of those things like, instead of us thinking like, you know what, Uncle Freezie, what's to stop Jalen Brunson from having a career year? Well, only Jalen Brunson can determine that. But I'm not talking about career year, right? I'm talking about all-time NBA moments. Jalen Brunson had an all-time NBA moment when he scored 50 points and hit 9 of 9 3-pointers. That's an all NBA. That's a all-time NBA great moment. Can Jalen Brunson do 57 more all-time great NBA moments? No NBA player has done that. Right? So instead of us expecting the genie to pass us a lamp, right? How about we just work on the stuff that we already have? Try Josh Hart at the 3. Move RJ to the 2. Start Hartenstein. Present a bigger lineup from the giddy up, right? A bigger lineup from the start, right? And then have the bench be our weakness. Why do we want a weekend starting lineup and a steady bench? That makes zero sense.
This is why we need
go ahead, man.
This is why we need a coach that knows how to use all the tools given to him, not not just his cherry-picked selections.
Right. You know what? Have you ever gone to the movies to see The Wingman, or do you go to the movies to see the star of the show?
The star.
We go to see the star of the show. We don't go to see. Listen, who doesn't love Chewbacca, right? But I'm not going to the movies to see a movie about Chewbacca. Not on purpose. Now, if I'm at the movies and the best movie maybe about Chewbacca, okay, fine. But I'm not going with the intent to go see a Chewbacca movie. No. And we love Chewie. Oh. Right. Like who don't love Chewbacca? But bro, he's a side character. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what I'm getting at is man, we got to mix this line up, man. We just got to.
Yep.
It just makes more sense to have your best five on the floor to start the game, and then worry about the bench as the game plays itself out.
Next thing you know, this team's gonna sell its soul Mephisto just so Thibodeau's wife can survive a bullet wound, hypothetically. And then he'll be as worse off as Peter Parker after one more day.
Bam.
I know, over the line.
Yeah. So yeah. The point that we're getting at is put your best starting five on the floor, or your best five players on the floor, right? And then adjust off of that. Excuse me, that just makes too much sense in my mind, right?
It does, but
But
I
again,
don't know what Tibbs be thinking, man.
Again, we're dealing with a coach who's got a brick wall for a brain at times.
Right. Well.
Or possibly even a lead plate in it.
Right. And so if we operate with this mindset until the front office does something, then I think we'll be in a better place in terms of our Knicks fandom, as opposed to praying to the front office gods every day that they just wake up from their nap and just remember that their job is to improve the roster. Right? The Celtics legit went out and got Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis, and the Knicks finishing move was Taj Gibson.
And that was just a move to limit damage control because Mitch is out.
Pretty much. Yeah. So anyway, guys and gals, that's all I got. I got to get out of here and work on some more stuff before the end of the year. Thank y'all for rocking.
Freeze.
With us.
Yeah,
This thing this morning went by kind of fast. I was hoping the Instagram thing was going to be a thing. Clearly not. I'll work on it later after I finish this stuff. But thank y'all for rocking, man. I'll holler at y'all, man.
Tonight.
Peace, y'all.